I hope you're having a great day today. I just want to share with you today an idea that I am using to help protect some of my money in the bank and to also help with uh, protecting my child, my son. Now, a lot of people sometimes what they'll do is they'll get a lump sum amount from disability if they're disabled, and they'll wait 2 or 3 years, 2 years. I waited 2 years for my Social Security disability to be approved. And then I got this lump sum. Of course, the attorneys took out some, they took out some for insurance and all this. And I wanted a way that I could protect my cash from a lot of things. Now, um, the reason why I decided to put my money into a cash value life insurance policy, there's multiple reasons. One of them is it protects it from bank scammers. If they go into your bank account or they hack your bank or whatever, there's zero money in there. Well, pretty close to zero. I don't like to keep it at zero, but I don't have that big lump sum of uh, 20, 30, $40,000 or whatever it is you got from disability, 10, $15,000. And I didn't want to just leave it in the bank. I wanted to take it and put it somewhere where I could use it. It would grow. And one of the other reasons why I wanted to put it in a cash value life insurance is because it's protected from the government. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I don't know if you have heard, but whenever you get Social Security or Social Security disability or anything like that, they want to keep you where you're basically poor, right? I mean, let's just face it. You get so much money every month, right? You get a monthly thing that you've paid in this money throughout the years. I started working when I was 17 years old. Really, I started working when I was 15 back then, you know. And you pay in all this money to Social Security, and then you come down to the end. You cannot touch it. You can't do anything with it. It's there. The government's got it, right? Now, what happens is when they start giving you money, you can't get to it till after you're 59 and a half. And then if you make over so much, it's taxed. And then if you, I mean, like me, I have cancer. Okay. I have I have cancer. One of my pills cost like 500 or $600 a month. I have rent, I have bills, I have all this stuff, and my deductible is $5,000, right? However, if I make so much trying to pay these extra bills because I can't live off of what I've got coming in, then what they're going to do is they're going to take $2 back or $1 back for every $2 that you make, right? So they basically want to keep you poor. They basically, it's my money. It's my money. I put it in there. I paid for it all my life, you know. Okay, that's another video. But anyway, it helps protect it from the government because um, one of the other ones is the government thinks you're broke. The government thinks I don't have any money. The government thinks I'm broke. Okay, which is a good thing, right? To a certain extent. Another thing that I like about this is that it passes on to my son without taxes, right? And yeah, And another one that I like about it is it avoids probate. It doesn't go through probate. If well, if something happens to him, you know, not only do I have it where I can use the money, but if something happens to him, then I have a policy on my son where I can use that policy to, you know, do the final expenses, pay for his funeral, help uh, pay for some of his stuff that he has or whatever. You know, if I want to keep his car, I can pay off his car. If I want to keep his house, if he's got a better house than I do, or whatever, you know. And I'm going to show you how I would set up this policy for my son. Okay. Now, another thing that I like about this is it builds compound interest and it resets every year. Okay. Now what that means is when it resets every year, that means that every year it resets. So whatever you've gained in that year in interest and you've got there in, well, I can't say principal, but you got there in cash value, you can't lose it. You can't lose it. That's why people love this. That is why people love this. I mean, can you imagine when you grow your money, compound interest? You know, the rule of 72. Okay. Now, the other one is, well, I already said that you can't lose it in the stock market. I mean, that's great. And I have cancer. I got stage 4 cancer, right? And I can't get life insurance. I can't get life insurance because of my cancer. It will and it will help to pay for my funeral expenses. So that way, when I die, which we're all going to die, I don't know. I could die tomorrow, you know, in a car wreck, or I I had a motorcycle wreck and they thought I was dead then, but I must have 9 lives. If that's the case, I've already used 7. But anyway, it will help to pay for my funeral expenses. Okay. Now, here's the best part. Here's the best part. Okay. I'm putting the money in for some of it. My son can put money in for some of it. And my son can use it also because I bought an insurance policy on him. I can either set it up where I'm the owner or I can set it up where he's the owner. But either way, I put the money in, you know, because I want to stockpile the money and it will build for generational wealth for my son to where he will have a high cash value. He can do whatever he wants to with it after I'm gone. I can use it. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with it once I put it in there. You'll see. Okay. You'll see. And then if something happens to my son while I'm still alive, there is a life insurance policy on him where I will get a portion of money where I can pay for his funeral, or I can pay off his car, or if he has a house, a better house than I do, then what I can do is I can pay off his house, and then I'll have a house, and uh, I can either rent it or sell it, whichever one. I can put it into a trust or have it go to a trust, whatever I want to do, you know. And like, and the other one, I've already said this one is the government thinks I'm broke. Okay. And to a certain extent, that's a good idea. You know, a lot of people don't want to look like they're broke, but I mean, that's what a lot of the rich people do. I mean, uh, um, you subscribe to my channel, okay, and there will be more videos coming out, and I will show you people, banks, companies that have used this cash value life insurance, and then I'll show you in some of them how they use it. I'm also going to show you I wait how I am going to use this right now for me to help me save. Okay, now the the best part about this is I can take the cash value out anytime I want to, tax free. Okay, I had a small cash value life insurance that I started a long time ago. It wasn't very much. I started it before I got the cancer, and I used I took out some of the cash value from that life insurance to help uh, pay for some of my cancer treatment. Okay, now um, I want to share my screen with you. Okay, I want to share my screen with you, and I want to show you uh, the different ways that. Um, hold on, share screen. All righty. Now um, here is one of the policies that I put together. Okay, I got a couple of different policies. Now you're going to be looking at all these numbers and you're going to think, "Ah, Mylands, what is that?" Okay, just let me explain it to you. Okay, now a lot of the folks, some of the financial gurus say, buy term and invest the difference. But this is buy term and invest the difference on steroids. Okay. Now, I want you to let me get me a pen here. All righty. All right. Now, look. All right. For the first year, okay, say my son is 30 years old, right? He's 30 years old. And I put in a total of $21,800. Okay. Now, the guaranteed cash value for this is $19,995. Okay. That's the guaranteed cash value. But at the end, the actual cash value is $20,192. So basically, what you're doing is you're paying about $1,500, $1,600. Well, okay, I'm paying $1,600. All right, for a $797,000 total death benefit for my son. Okay, now this is what I call putting in a lump sum and um, fastballing the savings or whatever you want to call it. And then the next year, I put in 21.8, or we both put in 21.8, and the total, okay, the guaranteed cash value would be $40,642. But over here, you see that the total cash value is $41,324,000. Now, okay, now you can put this lump sum in here. You can put in as much as you want over here. I can design it where you have $100,000 for 5 years, $100,000 for 10 years, whatever you want. Okay. Now, look here at how much the total premiums that we've paid in for 10 years. We've paid in $118,000. Okay. That's with the lump sum, jump starting the policy for 5 years and then going back down. Okay. Now we've paid in 118,000. We got a total cash value of 142,000 with a total death benefit of $1,274,000 with an investment of $118,000, right? So where can you invest, or how can you put $118,000 in a savings account and wind up at a death penalty, or not a death penalty, but a death benefit at $1,274,000? And if something happened to my son, that would be the amount that I would get a check for, okay? Or if something happened to him after I was gone, that would be the amount that his children would get. All right. Now that's one design. Okay, let's look at this design here. Here's a design where I made the monthly payment $200, which is not too high. I mean, that's where you're paying for the life insurance and you're investing the difference, right? It's harder to invest, you know, and to save. But with this is a built-in savings account, all right? So now I've put in $22,400 the first year. We're going to jumpstart this. We're going to jumpstart this for the cash value, okay? And then what we have is we've got $20,968 in cash value. Okay, now when you print this, it's not going to be right? Because the market goes up and down, the fluctuation, but it's the guaranteed cash value is 20,000. So basically, let's just look over here at the $20,766. Okay, you've paid in $2,200, well, $22,400, and you got a death benefit of $825,000. So if something happens, okay. Now, what I did, you'll notice here that in order to put in this $22,000, 400, and put in all this, and to build this cash value, I have designed this policy. I have designed this policy where it maximizes the cash value. Okay, and I can do this. I can do this for anybody. All right. Now I want you to notice down here, we've put in $44,000, okay, into the life insurance policy, $44,000. And over here, we've got a total cash value of $49,000. But over here under the guaranteed cash value is $45,000. So we haven't made that much, you know, in interest, but this is the guaranteed. But more, this would be more of what your return would be on for your cash value. So you're making about five grand, over $5,000. However, you got this $901,000 for the death benefit. Okay. Now I want you to notice right here. You see how it's 901,000 and then it goes down to 262.51. What I did was I designed this so that it would maximize the cash value. It's got a whole life policy in here, and then it also has a term life policy in here. And this right here, when it goes down, that's when the term policy falls off. Now, I want to explain why buying term insurance is a bad idea for a couple of reasons. One is when the term ends and your insurance drops off, you've paid all that money in and it's gone. Okay. With this, you've paid all this money in for the term and it's built cash value for you. Okay. The second one is if you only buy term and during that term, if you buy, say, term insurance for 20, 30 years, when that term insurance expires, you're going to be older. You're going to have different health conditions. And then you might be in that situation like I am that you cannot get life insurance. So you're stuck. So what I recommend to everybody is buy a whole life policy or a cash value policy, stick a term life insurance on there with it, build your cash value. When you get to a certain age, you can set it up to where you drop the term or drop the term, you still have the whole life. And your payment or your premium remains the same for the rest of your life or for as long as you want to pay it. Now, let's look at this one. This one, I set it up where you put in $20,000 and then $78 or $79 a month, which is payable. And then you get, with $29,000 paid in, your total cash value is $33,000, give or take a few, depending on the situation. And then you have a $774,000 life insurance policy. This is why a lot of rich people, they will take their money and stockpile it in cash value life insurance. And they'll have the cash value and they'll also have a big death benefit. Okay. Now, I told you what I was going to do is, hold on, I'm going to stop sharing my screen right now. Okay. Now, I know some of you probably have a lot of questions, and I understand that. I did too when I first started looking into this. And I want to show you something of what I wanted to do or am planning on doing with the cash value that I have in the life insurance policy of my son. Okay. This is, let's see. Okay. Sometimes with my cancer treatments and everything, I'm a little slow. So just, but I mean, with my stage 4 cancer that I have, I can't complain. No, I can't complain. All right, let's see here. And then I'll have my car paid for. Plus, not only will I have my car paid for, but I will have a over a $700,000 life insurance on my son, and the pay that I am going to pay toward my car insurance, I can put back into my total cash value, where I can keep building it up. I can put it in along with my uh, premiums that I put in or that my son puts in. And if I something happens to me and it's not finished paid for, my son can either sell it or whatever and put the money back in. These whole life insurance policies, they are so versatile. They are so versatile. There's so much that you can do with them. And what I want you to do is I want you to subscribe to my channel and click that bell. And every time I put out a video, you will get the videos that I share. Okay. And also click and share with your family and friends because I can help a lot of people be able to set up different situations to where they'll have generational wealth and pass it on tax free. Well, I will end this video right now. I'm going to stop sharing, but that's the beauty. Yeah, yeah. I know. It's a 2011, but you know what? It gets me where I'm going. Okay. Now, like I say, uh, hit the subscribe button, join my channel, and click that little black bell and share this video with somebody that you know. And uh, let's help a lot of people with the cash value life insurance. And have a great, blessed day. Bye.